Well, good morning, guys. We're here out again in Algonquin, spring canoe fishing trip. We got Kyle with his new canoe, Phil in the background unloading, and two new members. We got Matt
Howdy.
And Connor, who are going to be our porters across the portages now that Phil and I are old and fat. So we're going in through Magnetawan, up through Hambone, into Ralph Bice, and then into Little Trout. And we're going to be there for a couple nights. Hopefully get some fish. The fishing has been good apparently this year so far. It is late May, so they might be getting a little deeper, the lake trout, so we'll see. And if you can tell, it's raining, and it's supposed to rain the entire weekend. So, c'est la vie. All right, first 160 meter portage roughly from Magnetawan to Hambone Lake.
Retire, right?
Eventually.
Was it beeping because you stuck your hand in front of it?
No, I turned it on. On the 450 meter portage out of Ralph Bice into Little Trout. Last portage for the day. We'll find a site shortly and have a few that I have picked out. Hopefully are empty. Haven't seen too many people, so probably have a good chance of getting the one or two that we are looking at. So this forest has a fair number of silver birch, and what you'll notice is that at the bottom here, the stump that is growing out of is probably an old pine tree. Probably an old white pine that got logged out of here years ago. Quite a few of them around. Similar sort of thing where you got that gap underneath the roots, where the stump that it was growing out of has now rotted away. But if you look around here, there's quite a few of them. So this forest, beautiful, huge silver birches though all throughout here. This fine example here, just massive. Gotta love it. it behooves me to correct myself. They're not silver birch, they're yellow birch. So Matt just pointed out something along that shoreline with the low, lighter colored trees. May have been a fire there at one point in time. That's just the regrowth. Lost it. Oh, I had a fish. Oh well. All right, fish on. Well, there's enough water in my boat, he's having a good swim. Well, we're at camp. That's where we're going to camp tonight, and I just caught him offshore. Nice little brook trout. Decent pan size. There's so much water in my boat from all the rain that he's going to be fresh. So once we get out and docked, I'll show you guys because I don't want to lose him in the meantime. All right, guys. So haven't been filming much since we got to camp just because we're trying to get set up. Get some shelter up, as you can see. It's still raining, so we just want to try and get set up. So right now, it's a fire pit here. We got all our gear stored under here in a bit of a dry spot anyway. Back here, Kyle's setting up for his, he's going to have his hammock under the tarp. I'm not sure where Phil's going yet.
He's going to go perpendicular, right here.
So Phil's just going to be right here.
In case the cloud gets going like over like this.
Not sure where, I think these guys are going here. Are you guys staying right here?
Yeah.
On a bit of an angle, but they'll survive.
Angle schmangle.
They're young. I'm heading back into the back of the woods over here. I've just got a tarp set up. So I'm going to set up down here. So far, so good. So, I have a brand new tent, which I haven't, silly, should have actually set it up prior to the trip, but guess I'm stuck now. It will be a tight fit. You'll see. Out for a troll. It's about 4:45, and just wanted to add to the if we can add to our stock of fish, that'd be great. The other guys are back at the site. Just Kyle and myself are out. He's trolling in his canoe. I'm gonna try mine, see what we can find. If we can get into a couple more fish, that'd be great. In addition to the steak that Phil brought for dinner tonight. So surf and turf would be great.
Music or anything is just I think he was trying to kill it. He was doing it.
Well, good morning, guys. I thought it was 6. It's actually 5:15. It's been raining all night. Excuse me. You can go back to bed for now. I can get back to sleep. It's a little before 6 now. I decided I might as well try and get out for an early trolling session. We'll see what we get into. Beautiful morning other than the rain though. Cool enough to keep the bugs down. A little bit cloudy, but that's alright. We're out in the beautiful wilderness and that's all that matters. Well, I was out for about an hour, didn't catch anything. Just the bottom of the lake once. But today we plan on going down the lake to Portage into Queer, keeping the site here. Then we'll probably hike the Portage down to, I think it's the Tim River, maybe the Petawawa, I can't remember off the top of my head. Do a couple casts there just for fun and more just to get out and do the hike. Rain's let up for the moment. We'll see what happens. It's supposed to be all weekend, so. Next order of business, coffee. Doing some prep work now so we can maybe have a fire tonight. Just get some dry kindling put away so when we get back from our trip we can quickly start a fire. Hopefully. Nope. I'm recording you. Hey, out again, heading over to Queer Lake, and then we'll do the portage down to the Tim River. See what's going on there. So at the top of that pine tree, there's an osprey nest, and it just landed. Probably can't see it on here because it's so far away, but you hear them calling. All right, hopping over to Queer Lake now. 180 meter portage, so nothing to it. Other than this canoe that weighs way too much. I caught the river monster. He's massive. Beautiful little trout though. Just get him back as quick as we can. There we go. Phil caught a speck. Woo, huh? Nice speck trout.
Lovely. Thanks.
Probably a little too small still to keep. So. Well, fall fish, chub, whichever you prefer. Oop. Oh, well, Matt's not skunked. It's chub, but he's not skunked.
He wanted to be back. He wanted to go back.
All right, so Matt did catch a little speck. I think we all have, except Connor hasn't caught anything. Oh well, he's having fun anyway, I hope.
Always.
All right,
Always.
good. All right, that was a very successful fishing trip. For catching anyways, nothing big enough to keep, unfortunately, but I well over a dozen fish myself. Kyle in the same bracket, same amount roughly, and 3/4 of them were specks. Now they're all small, but that is a good sign that it's a healthy population. So very happy. This is the Tim River portage, and I know it get heavily fished by everybody who comes down here. So the fact that we were able to catch that many specks is quite impressive. So all in all, a fun time. So now the longer hike back to the canoe is about 1.3 kilometers, so not really that long, but it is muddy and the terrain is quite varied. We'll say that much. It's a lot of up and downs. So as I said, up and down and muddy. That's Kyle at the top of the hill. That's the false summit. Still quite a ways over top that we have to go. So off the trail, probably about a couple hundred meters from the start of the lower end of the portage, there's a nice waterfall. Quite impressive. Well, we've made it back from our trip, but as you can tell, the rain is also back. It rained on and off for the next few hours, but eventually it started to clear. And this is the view from my tent this morning. Good morning. Looks much better day so far. Probably just jinxed it, of course. Alright, so the tent I was using, it's a North Face Stormbreak 1. Still have the label on it. I would not recommend this for anyone over 6 feet tall. My head was resting up against the top of the tarp at this end. It did droop a bit, so I could probably fix that. But otherwise, yeah, it's too tight for someone my size. Make do in a pinch, and it did over the weekend, and without this and a space to work out underneath it, the vestibule isn't really a lot. It's barely anything. So, but hey, it got me through the 2 nights. So it turns out I have a bit of a hole in my canoe, so I got some spruce resin there, mixed it with some ash, hopefully plugged it, but we'll see. Doubt it will actually last very long. It's still a little damp. I don't know if you have to heat it up or let it dry for a day or 2. It's been a good campsite. Shout out to Cody and Elo of Algonquin and Beyond for the campsite reports. All right, on the last portage of the trip, and the 2 boys went ahead, quick boys, younger than us anyway, not boys, but either way, they decided to challenge themselves and race. So we'll see time-wise on our Garmin watches what the difference is between youth and vigor and age and out of shape age at that. So be funny to see, but they're really wanting their Dairy Queen. So something we've been doing after every camping trip here, stop in Huntsville, grab Dairy Queen for burgers, and then of course ice cream. Yay! All right, so that was our trip. Hope everyone had a good time. 2 new guys. They carried a lot of gear for us, which was very helpful. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
We'll be out on another one soon at some point.
It's a great time. This is all I brought.
Piece of rope.
Yeah, and I survived.
Great time.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys, for watching. If you like, subscribe, tickle the bell for notifications. Have a good one.